Hello. Welcome to the daily political tarot and astrology here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you so much for being here. I am here 365 days of the year to take your political questions out of the chat. Just leave your questions in the chat before I come on. 10% of my income from everything Black and Orange goes to Feeding America at feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks across the country. That is an ongoing thing. We have got epic troll slayers who keep us safe. Thank you. And we have got a fantastic community. Thank you, thank you. You are so kind to each other. You've been so kind to me. I really appreciate it. So, and if you're watching this on replay, hello. You can go down in the description box. All the questions are listed out there. I timestamp them as I go. Or you can watch back, up to speed, maybe to like 1.25 or so. So you can make, you don't have to listen to me jibber jab. You can skip ahead when you want to. So very, very easy for everybody. Julianne says it's boo-boo time. He finally laid down, which is good. Oh, I'm glad you guys like the popsicles. And I usually do purple on Tuesdays, but I saw these and I was like, everybody's so hot up here in the Northern Hemisphere right now that let's do that. Let's get some cool thoughts. So, and the nails are a little, I don't know, they're a little long, but they match. So, anyway. All right, let's do some readings. Summertime indeed, Linda J. Oh, Ricky says, and the star of the show, soon to be cast as Zorro in The Lone Ranger versus Zorro, Boo-Boos and Kitty. I'm going to guess that Brave Sir Alfred of Pumpkin would be the Lone Ranger. So, okay. Yes, summer solstice is almost here. I was looking at ye old astrology calendar, and Wednesday at Wednesday at 10 a.m. Central Time, so Chicago time, the sun is going to enter Cancer. It's also summer solstice, but I just wanted you to know that's also what's going on. But as far as aspects go, they all look pretty positive this week. So, yeah, you've got today we had a nice, gentle, empowering sextile between expansive Jupiter and basically Jupiter and Saturn, which is kind of like knowing when to hit the gas, knowing when to hit the brakes. Gas, brakes, gas, brakes. So it's good when those two are getting along. And then on Wednesday, as well as the summer solstice and the sun entering Cancer, Mercury in the sky will be sextiling Mars. So communication, taking action on communications should be more positive than normal on Wednesday. And other than that, it's just quiet. So, yay. Nice quiet week. Holly in France says, a summer solstice is both my favorite day and my least favorite. Favorite because there's so much daylight. Least favorite because the days start getting shorter again. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I love having 4 seasons. After living in Phoenix, south of Austin, Texas, and Baton Rouge, Chicago, 4 seasons all the way. Please. So anyway, okay. And what else did I see? Oh, it's Becca here from House of Lenormand. Hello. Do watch House of Lenormand. She's very talented. Anyway, Kristen, breaking news. The FBI resisted investigating Trump for January 6th for 6 months, according to the Washington Post. I want to say raw story is saying it was about a year that there were some people resisting, but I don't know that it's necessarily worth reading on, because Christopher Wray and Merrick Garland were not a part of the delay. And the delay was caused mainly because they wanted to focus on the lowest level people and work their way up. So it was frustrating. We're not happy about it, but I don't know that there's anything dodgy to read on there. So, okay. Let's just start up here at the top. Move this up there, move this here. All right. So at 5 minutes, 45 seconds in, oops, all right. Happy Juneteenth, everybody. It's just the thought of the last people who were, the last slaves who were told they were free. And it took so long. And there still isn't equality. And on the one hand, I'm so happy that they were finally freed. On the other hand, I'm so disgusted at the thought of slavery. I'm like hurl-inducing disgust. And this morning on C-SPAN, of all places, there was a caller. C-SPAN Juneteenth caller, quote, "I haven't heard any black people say thank you to white men." Excuse you? You racist blankety blank. Thank you? I'm trying so hard not to swear. And call that man every name under the sun. Just disgust. Disgust. Renier, thank you for what? Yeah. For the slavery? Oh no, for letting us. Thank you for finally stopping oppressing us. All the heinousness that came with slavery. Okay, so I was, Never says, I just yelled out some swear words for you, jerks. Thank you. Thank you. Lady Eva said, here, let me help you. Grim bleeper, grim bleeper, grim bleeper. Yeah, I'm just. Okay. My question is, will racism become a thing of the past? Please. Yeah, Azalea, I have no words either. I was floored. I was floored. Will racism become a thing of the past? Please, oh please. Oh, Ricky, I think you're being generous. I would have said something much worse. I just don't want to swear on this channel. Carol, my gosh, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Makes a big difference. Knight of Pentacles. Oh, okay. I got to get out of this energy quickly because, oh, yeah. Eight of Cups, Ace of Cups. Good, we're moving in the right direction at least. Not quickly enough. Four of Cups. Whoops. High Priestess. Higher wisdom, people. Ace of Pentacles. Yes, we're moving. Yes, we are moving in the right direction. Thank you, Mel Broussard. Thank you. Yeah, Jennifer Taylor. Thank you for what exactly? Exactly. The link's in the description if you want to go read the article. I wouldn't, it's not worth your time. But things are changing for the better. There are some blankety blank people who are not going to get it in this lifetime, but higher wisdom will prevail. And we're going to have equality for men and women, for all the races. There will be a lot more equality over the years, over the centuries. And you know me, I'm a big Star Trek fan. Which, I mean, the whole thing about the aliens is being understanding of people who are different from you. I mean, that's the point. So, unbelievable. Mrs. Katura says, I want to say something, but it's not going to be nice. It's just, yeah. But it's getting slowly, but it's getting better. Okay. Well, at least that, as it was, is very much in the past. So, yeah, I wonder about, Melissa Gerber says these are like, Melissa Gerber's thinking these are older people of a certain type. I thought our generation was supposed to be better. It just depends who. I mean, I'm so yeah. Okay, let's go on to the other questions. But what the shame in the inequality, it is inexcusable, it is disgusting, it is, like I said, like stomach churning. But someday, I really do believe someday we will treat people with a lot more equality in general. And I'm so looking forward to that. Anyway, okay. 13 minutes in, Sharon Rice had a question. For Farron Balanced this morning. Lawyer Trusty, I love that. Trump and Trusty, I loved that. But alas, he is gone. Lawyer Trusty has filed to no longer represent the Orange dictator for irreconcilable differences. I thought he had already done that, but okay. And I thought he didn't. I thought he already did, which meant he didn't have to file with the court because he did it before the arraignment started. But there's so much to keep track of that. Yeah, Paula in the Creative Sprints yesterday was asking me, you know, did you read this? It's amazing because she is Native American, and she shares these wonderful Native American stories with us. And she asked me if I had read the one that she had written down in the group about the robin, and I was like, I just drew a blank because there's just so much to remember, and I do apologize profusely. But I went and checked, and yeah, I'd read it, I'd liked it, and then she told us the story about the bear, and then she told us the story about the spider, and they're all amazing. So anyway, Lawyer Trusty is, so Glen Byrd said, documents trial has lawyers, some delay, probably, but more charges on the way. So I just want to ask, will a lawyer mix up, lawyer Will Trump's lawyers end up delaying just their own the chaos? Will it delay the trial or parts of the trial? Two of Wands, far right communication. Well, a number of them are in a huge amount of trouble. Oh, Polly, you're amazing. Very talented. Okay, the World. Hermit. Three of Wands. Knight of Pentacles. Ace of Wands. Well, Trump, he has some lawyers. He will have some lawyers taking some action. But this whole end of an era, Trump's isolation because he doesn't pay his lawyers, he doesn't treat them decently. But they feel very weak. I mean, this is the Knight of Pentacles, so it should be a little bit more robust. But it's just there's no good excuse for having those documents, and he doesn't get the best lawyers. So if he treated them better, he probably could, but so if things are going to move forward, they're definitely some eye rolling. That's about it. Okay, 17 minutes in. Eileen had a question. 17 minutes in. Will Jack Smith be able to find a jury in Florida that will be unbiased and look at the facts? Will Jack Smith, will the prosecution be able to find an unbiased jury who will just look at the facts? Four of Pentacles. Two of Cups. Six of Pentacles. Five of Wands. Three of Wands. Knight of Wands. All right, I need to. This is odd. Lois McDonald says Florida was unbiased when they indicted the Orange Man, so I feel very hopeful. Well, I understand. It just there's something about. I mean, this is the partnership between jurors and. These are people doing what they should. These could be some ulterior motives, but I wonder if they're concerned about their own safety. Trump's lawyers are terrible. Oh, thank you, Michelle. Thank you. Appreciate that. Towards making this a better summer for you, because we know summer is a slow time for readers. Thank you. This is confusing. Velda Ray says, Lincoln and Kennedy are my presidential heroes. in this case, I've got to vote for Grant. One, because his energy is great. It feels like he had a real sense of humor. But he had a heavy-duty drinking problem. And he was a general during the Civil War. And people came to Lincoln and said, look, this guy, he's drunk all the time. And apparently Lincoln looked at them and said, he's winning battles. So he did a really good job during the Civil War, actually running the battles. So 6 of Cups. Now that could be an old-fashioned duty of, like, the partnership. 10 of Pentacles. 5 of Swords. Queen of Wands. Sun and Star. I don't know. There's some serious far-right energy there. And things come to light. I mean, there's hope. When you've got the sun and the star together, there's usually hope. Things coming to light. But there are some right-wing people who think this is insult to injury, legal insult to injury, and I keep getting... But the energy is odd. I don't like when the energy isn't straightforward. Oh, bless. Valerie Sargent says Mark Twain wrote Grant's autobiography and made Grant's widow a ton of money so she wouldn't be left penniless. Twain and Grant were good friends. Oh, that's wonderful. Lynott says his granddaughter had really sweet stories about him. He really loved his granddaughter. Oh, that's sweet. Yeah, do you remember back a few years ago, I went through Lincoln and maybe a little bit after that, but I went through a lot of the early presidents and doing readings on them. And I was kind of picking up energy, some obviously more than others. And Grant was one of my favorites because it felt like, because I was asking, one of the things I asked each of them was about Trump. And when I asked Grant about it, it's like he said, I've shot men for less. But then he kind of smirked, like laughed, like, and so I laughed. So anyway, 9 of Wands. There's a, but we know there aren't huge. It's not like there was a huge demonstration when Trump was arraigned, but there's some angry far right people here. Who feel like this is an insult to injury. Good grief, would one of these people actually make it onto the jury? I mean, don't forget I found out the courtroom artist who drew Trump as if he was 30 years old and slim and please, like one of Trump's NFTs. Older white guy. Not to say every older white guy's like that, I'm not, but Florida, older white guy. I wasn't surprised, that's all I'm saying. Let's check this jury out. Three of Wands. Again, far right energy. Two of Pentacles. Queen of Wands. Empress. And Four of Wands. Okay, all right. It's like, okay, it's most of them are fine. This is America doing, but again, I've got this Queen of Wands energy. The people working with Trump, the people who believe in him, who support him. This Four of Wands is Mar-a-Lago, but there's some kind of, again, this lack of funds, this lack of a material thing. This is unsteady energy. This is weird. It's like, I mean, it could very well be somebody on the jury, but it's, I hope it's not going to be somebody who does, from the outside, who does something they shouldn't. Because right under that, I had a death card, which I don't like seeing. Sorry. Six of Swords. Tower. Plan. Knight of Cups. Okay. I'm going to have to, I'll have to get somebody else. I'll have to ask some other readers to go over this with me. This is just weird energy. Again, it's like most of the jurors are fine. But it's like somebody going to prison for a plan to this energy is just dominating. But I mean, this is solid. This is solid, good energy. Every one of these, I've pulled 3 sets of cards, and every one of them had this partnership, acting right, America, decence, doing the right thing. But there's something. There's somebody, and it's not good. But it feels like more than just. It's either more than just creating a hung jury, or just that person is so angry but is somehow able to hide it. This is odd. And says maybe one of Dumpty's lawyers gets in trouble for jury tampering. Yeah. Lynette says hold those up again. Okay. I've got this was a card for the reading. Then I got the Tower, the Three of Pentacles, so the plan. But then again, I've got that nice Knight of Cups. So Alex says, can you be picking up plans in the making? They aren't finalized. Could be. Valerie Sargent says maybe a jar leaking to the MAGA base. Lois McDonald says does it have to be unanimous with the jury for Trump in Florida? I don't know. Renier says, I read on Canon, Jack Smith has a trap set for her, I believe. Well, that could be it, but Lynette says maybe they dismiss a jury. Could be. Yeah, but overall, good people. But there's somebody that there is some energy there, and I can't pin it down. All right, I hate when that happens, but Chanel says yes, unanimous. Yeah, it usually is. So. All right, and yes, Jack Smith is very much. He is a lot smarter than people are giving him credit for. Lynette says, looks to me like they might dismiss one juror, bring on an alternate. That's nothing. It's just the energy feels strong. Not that somebody's necessarily going to succeed in doing something awful, but there's a plan. I don't know. Anyway, all right, 30, 20. I'm sure I'll revisit it. So, Federal Magistrate Judge agreed to a motion from the DOJ to block Trump from disclosing information relating to the Mar-a-Lago case. Will Trump break the order? And it asked here, Eileen was asking specifically by the end of August. Trump judge bars sharing of any evidence in classified documents case. That was over on Raw Story. Kat Shepard said, I fully expect Trump to break the order by this time next week. Glen Byrd said, I expect Trump to mess up too, but he'll lose some of his ability to grift and possibly travel. The magistrate judge should handle that since he wrote the order. Well, now. So, you've been told, keep your trap shut. Page of Swords. Yeah, oh sure, we'll do whatever you say. King of Cups. Nine of Wands. Eight of Wands. Devil. Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, there's some people who have been speculating that Jack Smith, the prosecutors, they didn't want restrictions on Trump. Just hand him as much rope as possible for him to hang himself with, metaphorically. And King of Cups, seriously, these are smart people. And they are all over this because they know Trump is going to be all aggrieved. The victim, the victim, the victim. And he's just going to keep running his mouth, and there will be a change in fortune. I hope that's what I was picking up on. Hang on. So if Trump runs his mouth, the question is, will Trump be punished? Will Trump be punished for running his mouth? Thank you for being here today. Nine of Cups. All the evidence just laid out. Go ahead. The Emperor. I know what a narcissist he is. Hermit. Isolated, scared, narcissist. With the threat of government hanging over him. Knight of Swords. Being legally aggressive. Ten of Swords. Well, I don't have the Justice card here. But with him running his mouth, that's particularly a bad thing to do when what you're accused of is sharing secrets, classified secrets you shouldn't have. So then so the jury can be told, this man was told not to talk. And what did he do? Went out and just talk, and revealed stuff he shouldn't have. More stuff he shouldn't have. it helps win the case, but I wish this guy would be actually held accountable. I want to see him in an ankle bracelet or some. I want him to be treated like other people who have, well, I'd say done what he's done, but he's done so much. Three of Swords. All right, they will get him. They will get him. Queen of Pentacles. Look what I have. Look. Look. Wheel of Fortune. Two of Pentacles. Yeah, he's not balanced. And the wheel is going to turn on him. I've been getting this a number of times this morning. Or this afternoon. So, yeah. Whew. Earth Yogi, I agree. That C-SPAN comment made me gasp out loud. It was sick. I totally agree with that. So, all right. So at 36. I have to read all that stuff. It's the actual next question is a ways down. All right, so at 36:30, Glenn had a question. It's a great day for America, everyone. Popak over on Midas Touch talks about why there has only been one co-conspirator charged and why Bedminster hasn't been searched yet. So hopeful, such a plan Jack is working. Popak says the old evidence was too cold, but now in the light of the tapes and testimonies, they have probable cause. Popak says that the reason there is only one other charged is that several have been turned. Mm-hmm. I thought I grabbed the other. Oh, no, I combined them. Okay. So the question here is, why are they going so leniently on him? Do they really have this excellent plan? Having turned people. Seven of Cups. Getting past the lies. Eight of Cups. That's evidence. Got a death card here, not literal. And the Empress. He's so toast. Oh my gosh. Trump is so toast. And I don't think they're done gathering evidence. I don't think they're done revealing evidence. And I still think there are things they'll never reveal for national security reasons, but he's so done. Donezo. And America will be better for it. So, what are they going to do next? Jack Smith and his ilk. What are you going to do next? Just keep on in Florida, or Eight of Swords. Pinning Trump down. Temperance. Five of Wands. Yeah. Justice card. Slow and steady. Aggressive, but just like focused. Steady. I wouldn't even say slow at this point, just steady. Steady movement forward. Right here. And watching the others panic. And the closer they get to justice, the more they panic. Well, maybe you should have been, I don't know, loyal to this country. Just a thought. CC Ryder says, I don't understand the comment, the evidence is too cold. Yeah, I didn't understand that part. I was kind of skipping over that part in my head, just to the turning people and other evidence being revealed. So, oh, thank you, Gerardo. Thank you. I haven't seen you in a while. All right, 40 minutes and 15 seconds in. Oh, this is, all right, granted, this is Joe Scarborough. Sorry. But much worse than it looks. Morning Joe says the GOP is showing signs of turning against Trump. I hope they don't do it too soon, because it would be great if Trump was the candidate for 2024. That would be really easy for Biden. But Trump being held accountable may stop violence, something to take the wind out of the MAGA extremist sails. So, is the GOP turning against Trump? Yes, thank you, Agnes. Yes, have you hit the thumbs up yet? That would really help. Subscribe. This Saturday night at Patreon, the Patreon monthly social. So you can put some faces to the names you see in the chat. So it's a lot of fun. That's Saturday night, from 8 to 10 p.m. Chicago time. So GOP. Oh, again, I've said this before. I'll say it again. My two favorite times in all of politics: one, when Democrats win; two, watching the Republicans in the primaries take each other apart. And that's what that card is. So GOP, are you turning against Trump? Early days. Not yet. Excuse me. Sorry. Not yet, but it's coming. It's coming. Right now, the MAGA faithful have too much power within the party, but that's coming. When the charges have come out, but when the trials start, when the convictions start, that's when you'll get that wheel turning. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. All right. So, let's read on polls, shall we? Bad poll. Not that we have a whole lot of reason to believe in polls these days anyway, but bad poll. Trump says a survey showing him losing to Biden by 4 really means he's up by 6. In your dreams. Thank you, and bless you, Giacomo. What? No blessings for Giacomo? Right. Okay, so thank you, Charles. Trump says survey showing him losing to Biden by 4 really means he's up by 6. Really? 5 of Swords, insult to injury. Narcissistic injury. That's when you hit the extremely fragile egos of people with narcissistic personality disorder. How dare they say I am not the greatest, the most perfect, the most inflated, whatever most inflated view of myself is. Page of Cups. Yeah, people just going about their day. Huh? What? What election? It's really early for most people. Knight of Wands. Star. Queen of Cups. 7 of Wands. What I'm getting is pop some popcorn. Pop some popcorn. Get a drink. I just have a nice little cup of water here and just enjoy the show, because the primaries are coming. That's what I'm getting. A lot of people aren't even paying attention. The far right, the MAGA people, the real extremists, they are loud. But there aren't that many of them, comparatively speaking. And a lot of Republicans are waiting to see if somebody else is going to emerge other than Trump. But we're over here just enjoying the show. As it's after the primary, they just go after each other. Oh yeah, he's horrible like that. Oh, that was terrible. I've noticed that about him. Oh, he's not loyal to Trump. Oh, no, you're saying he's not loyal to Trump. And you're attacking each other for that. Really? Yeah. Man. I like that, Chickie. This is my country, not your church. Ding. Like it. I like it a lot. 4615. Azalea had a question. How about a general reading on Adam Schiff? There's lots going on with him right now. Yes. Adam Schiff. Yes, a bad poll, P-O-L-L, Diva. That's Adam Schiff. Hey, how you doing? Oh, it's so nice to read on a decent human being now and then. Don't get me wrong. I read on the jerks anyway because I just want to keep an eye on them because I'm a Scorpio. What's going on over there? What's really going on in the background? Is there anything we need to brace for? Keep an eye on that one. Oh, and that one. Yeah. But, Adam Schiff. Decisions. Ace of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles. Devil. Eight of Cups and Page of Pentacles. Don't cry for me, Argentina. He's fine. There are a lot of people trying to. They're just trying to make him look bad, trying to weaken Democrats. Blah 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 blah. This is our chance. Oh, absolutely, and we can raise money off of this, and we can vilify Schiff, because how dare there be evidence against Trump? But in the end, this is wussy. This is a page of Pentacles. This is like Jim Jordan at the head of that, as the head of that stupid waste of time committee. So, isn't there a? I'm sorry, I'm having trouble with words today. Weren't they talking about censoring Schiff or something like that? But it doesn't. They're just vilifying him for no good reason. It's like I'm poking the devil in the eye. And shouldn't you always just poke both eyes? Poke. He's fine. CC Ryder says censoring and a huge fine. Well, they censor him and give him a huge fine. Teresa Ford says they hate a smart person. Mm-hmm. Two of Cups. Well, Democrats are working together and doing their job. Eight of Wands. Page of Cups. Dang, man. They're coming after anybody and everybody they possibly can. Yes, Linda J. They are desperate for things to distract from Trump. Yes. Yeah. Hermit. Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, Justice. See, there are a lot of Pentacle cards, which means money. But I mean, that's a lump of money. But then you get the Justice card, which makes me wonder. I mean, I know that the judicial system, they don't like messing with things from other branches of government directly. Disputes within other branches of government, but actually, this goes here. This is Republicans thinking they can do whatever they want, but then this is some kind of fairness. Hanged Man, Justice. These are the two end cards for both of those sets of cards I just pulled. So major suspension, Justice. I don't know that the Republicans in the House are really worth taking seriously. It feels very, look at the shiny keys, look at the shiny keys, look, and everyone's like, grow up. Yeah. Diva says, thanks. I had yet to hear from you for many, many episodes. A verified Chicago accent. Born in the South Side here, lived in Chicago area nearly my entire life. You're one of us now. Chicago. Nice wide vowels. They're going to try, but, and actually, yeah. CC Ryder says, first attempt, USA Today, these 20 Republicans voted with Democrats to block the censure of Adam Schiff. Yeah. Weak sauce. That's what this is. So, Teresa Ford, the Bears. Yes. All right. You guys are so awesome. 53 minutes in. Douglas had a question. All right, let's just have a look. I haven't looked at this. Douglas was saying, I'm going to say it because no one else is. All right. I do not think there are documents in Ivana's coffin. I think her coffin contains a lot of gold. There's a thought. It was very heavy. Mel Broussard replied, we know it contains something Trump does not want found. In a way, those documents could be his gold, a source of income, something. So is there, what, if anything, is there anything untoward? Valerie Sargent says liquid assets, or perhaps a speedy getaway. Well, it's a lot of digging. But I understand what you're saying. So he says not documents, thumb drives, and gold. Okay. Polywanda, filled with red herrings. Yes. Has anybody? I've recommended it for years now. Has anybody seen the Leslie Howard movie Pimpernel Smith? It's the Scarlet Pimpernel, which that actor actually starred in as well. But it's set in the 1930s, where he's rescuing people from Germany. Highly recommend. I believe it's free on YouTube if you just go look for Pimpernel Smith. And there are a couple of really great lines in there. One of them is he's on the train, and he's having one of the students sit on this big box, great big box, and they're taking turns. Like there's always somebody there. And so a German officer of some nature comes in and finds this very suspicious. What is in the box? And this English student says, red herrings. And the officer's like, what? And the student repeats, red herrings. The guy had no idea what that meant. So, yeah. All right. Gold, thumb drives, documents. Okay. It should just be her. But Two of Cups, Queen of Swords, Nine of Pentacles. This is her sitting. This be her. This feels like her. This feels like her. This could be legal action. See what else I can get. Lady Eva says, I think it's the documents. May have watched too many Miss Marple stories, but I can't shake it. I understand. Eileen says, unless she took all of her jewelry with her, it should not weigh that much. Yeah. Again, Queen of Swords. That's investigations. That's Wheel of Fortune. Five of Cups. Seven of Wands. This will not sit well with the general public. There's just something inherently squicky about that. That's not a real word, but that's just about disturbing somebody's final resting place. I think they might not need to, but I got this twice. That's investigations. And this is just icky. But as the Trump family's fortune turns, very much on the defensive. Michelle L says, doubt anything's in the casket. All right, King of Swords, Ace of Swords, Five of Wands again, and again, this is a Page of Pentacles, but again, it's someone, to some extent, sitting pretty. So I'm getting the same investigation, prosecution, action taken, but it's just chaos. It doesn't feel like there's much there. She's there. But it doesn't feel like there's much there. But I wouldn't put anything past Trump. I mean, that's the truth. But I don't remember picking up on there being much there other than her. Yeah. Even though it is a bit, we have questions. Yeah. Yes, Douglas is suggesting ground penetrating radar should do it. Yeah, we've had this discussion. Who was kind enough? Was it Lucky Girl saying that it isn't actually strong enough to go down that far, specifically because it may be a lead-lined coffin. If it was a lead-lined coffin, that would explain a lot of the weight anyway. I don't know. Holly and Francis, he buried her there to get a tax break. Polly Wanda says a golf ball magnet. Man. Okay. I'm just picturing actual. It's not going to happen. It's not possible, but that's the mental image I got. All right, 1 hour in. 1 hour, 30 seconds. Will Blinken's trip to China help calm the waters and normalize our relationships again? Apparently, I guess he's on his way back now. Did I see something? U.S.-China rift eases after Blinken trip, but frictions remain. That's the headline. The knot says it could be gold or heirlooms worth money. It feels like something tangible. Eight of Pentacles. Working. Boom. 10 of Wands. 10 of Pentacles. 8 of Cups. Queen of Pentacles. It's always better to look somebody in the eye. So it's good that he went. It maybe calm things down a tiny bit, but you also have to remember who we're dealing with here, and China is not exactly, well, it's China. It's the Communist Party running China. They know which side they value us as a trading partner, although things are kind of tilted in one direction. It thinks it's like a slightly better. That's it. And actually, I'm glad I'm not seeing. I mean, this moon card is it's right at the beginning. We've already had real difficulties, and they're not happy with how many American manufacturers or people are pulling out of China. But it normalized things, but it was just yeah. That's all I'm getting. Okay. All right. And in squicky news, which I hope does not become a regular segment. 0340. Search is underway for a tourist submarine missing on a dive to the wreck of the Titanic with 5 on board. Will they be successful? Will it change the rules for this type of tourism? People died. It's not a tourist destination. I understand why some people brought up a few objects and took those on tour. I can sort of deal with that, but and if you are actually going, like when they discovered the Titanic and the scientists who have really worked hard to find out as much as they could. And what was here, what was there, what survived. Does this help us explain what happened? And because the wreckage itself is deteriorating so badly, so quickly, even just getting but go down there and then that's try to even send a little something smaller to try to get down into the ship in various places. And it was not great. But a tourist destination, Lady Eva says, okay, this Titanic thing gives me the creeps. Yeah. Anne says, I went to the Titanic exhibition. Oh, I had very weird vibrations with all the memorabilia. I believe that. I believe that completely. Knight of Wands, woohoo, partay. I don't mean to be too gruesome, but there are boots lying on the sea floor. I think those came out of somebody's luggage. Strength, Queen of Pentacles, but I have money. Wheel of Fortune. This feels like there are going to be new rules. If not now, then within just a short number of years, because it's too dangerous. One, it's way too dangerous to go down that far. That's not for funsies. But no, the wreckage itself is too fragile. It's too fragile and dangerous. But I have money. I don't care. Have some respect, and let's not. How many people died on the Titanic? Was it 1,058? Or was it more? It was higher than that, wasn't it? Yeah, let's not add a number to that. Or 5. Ugh. Anyway. Oh, wow. CC Ryder says, tour firm Ocean Gate runs $250,000 a seat expeditions to the wreck. Said it was exploring all options to get the crew back safely. Alex Bliner says $250,000 for an 8-hour tour. So I'm just going to hope that the people who went on that tour weren't named Skipper, the Professor, Marianne. Yikes. Okay. Yeah. Okay. We're done. That's blah, blah. Okay. We're going to think cool thoughts. Sarah, she has her power back. She got it back yesterday, thank heavens, but she doesn't have internet. They're working on it apparently right now. She's hoping she might be able to use her phone just because she's not getting good, because the towers probably came down as well, because she's even on not using her local internet, but using her phone. It's not a great signal, and she can't actually get into StreamYard. So she's going to see if she can come a little bit this afternoon, but hopefully things will be back up and working for her very soon. So, all right, it's 1:31 p.m. here in Chicago. Thank you so much for being here. I'm here 365 days of the year. Saturday night is the Patreon social. Do consider it. I don't have huge, expensive tiers, and it's a lot of fun to finally be able to put faces to names and talk. So anyway, all right, you're not alone. Just remember that. You're not alone. We are in this together, and there are good days ahead. All right, so take care, and I'll see you right back here tomorrow.